Let's go out to the phone lines. We got Fred out in North Huntington. How you doing, Fred?
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Hey,
Yep.
I have a lot of respect for you guys as well as, Josh Taylor and Paul Zeiss. But I asked those guys last week what, record they thought the Steelers would have this year. And Paul Zeiss said 10 wins. Josh Taylor said 11. And I got to be honest with you, I don't see them guys coming close to that amount of wins. The reason I say that, I'm not trying to act like an expert to either one of these guys, but when if you're a defensive coordinator right now, how many Pro Bowl players do you see on the Steelers offense right now? How many players do you actually think a defensive coordinator has to game plan against the Steelers? They have none. They don't have any weapons. They don't have a number one receiver. The offensive line is in shambles right now. You have a quarterback that can only play good at certain periods because his age is catching up to him. And they have a running game. Even though they drafted Harris in the first round, you don't know how good the guy's going to be yet. So I just do not see – I don't even see these guys coming close to winning this division.
Thanks a lot, Fred. And Pony, I understand some of his points. And I was in between 9 and 10 wins maybe with this team. But I think he's wrong about this offense. They do have a really good receiving core. Maybe they don't have a legit number one. Maybe Chase Claypool could be that guy. But when you look 1 through 4, that's pretty good. Eric Ebron can catch the ball sometimes. He makes great catches, but bad drops. They have some weapons. And if you add Najee Harris, I think this could be a pretty good offense. Now, obviously, the offensive line
right,
is
it all
a big
starts with the
mark.
offensive line.
But
it all starts with the line.
I think if Ben can get the ball out fast, they can do some good things on offense,
Well,
and they get a good defense.
He got the ball out faster than any quarterback in the NFL last year, and that was by the end of the year everyone's complaint that he didn't give wide receivers a chance to make plays downfield. And I don't see how that changes now that this offensive line has been completely made over. Now, they might be better as the season goes on, but I think it's highly, highly unlikely that in the first few games of the season this offensive line clicks. I just don't see that happening. There are too many unproven players. So can you convince Ben to sit back there and make plays downfield? We know he can't move like he used to. I've heard and I want to emphasize this, I've heard way too many people in our business, Steelers media, say, well, the Steelers went to Super Bowls with bad offensive lines. That might be true, but there's a big difference. Ben's 39 years old now. He's not getting out of the pocket and making plays like he used to on the move. He's not shedding linebackers and having guys bounce off him because he's bigger and stronger and tougher than the pass rushers. He's old. He needs to get the ball out fast or he needs to be protected, and I don't see that happening with the line. They got to win with defense for my money. They got to win like they did a couple of years ago when Rudolph and Duck Hodges were the quarterback. But here's the problem with that, Richie. Their schedule. They're playing a lot of good quarterbacks this year, and that's why I think they're probably going to win like 8 games. I got them at 8-9 right now.
Do you? I have, like I said, I'm at 9.5. I'm torn between 9 and 10. I think they're going to be around there. Here's the problem. You brought up the schedule. It's easy at the beginning, and it's extremely hard at the end. If they don't get off to a good start, then I think you potentially could be right with the 7 or 8 wins because it's going to be tough going there at the end with that stretch. They might lose, 7 of those 9 games at the end.
Oh, definitely. I think that's possible. I think the division, will actually, the records won't be as good. I think the Ravens and the Browns will deal with the same problem the Steelers have. They're facing tougher competition this year. So I don't think like 12 or 13 wins takes the AFC North. I think they'll probably be more bunched together. But I just don't. I would have told you this before even DeCastro was released. I don't think the Steelers did enough to improve their offensive line this offseason. They let guys walk. They got rid of guys. But I didn't think they did a good enough job replacing them. From what I've been told, I don't think Kendrick Green. I'll give you another Steelers myth, Richie, and you were there this week. Kendrick Green's not the starting center week 1. I think a lot of Steelers fans think, oh, my God, he's the same number as Pouncey. He's this great athlete. He didn't play center a lot in college. He might end up being a good center. But I would be shocked if he's their center week 1, unless, Hassenauer and Finney get injured.
Yeah, he wasn't run with the first team, so that's a good point there. He might be your starter week 3, week 4. We'll see what happens. All right, now to our Tri-State Office Furniture tweet of the day. And look at this move right here. This
is that you?
No, this isn't me, but I know this guy, Neil Meckling. He had his first hole-in-one today, so congrats to Neil Meckling. This is my tweet, by the way. I tweeted it out. He had his first hole-in-one at Edgewood
How
today.
many hole-in-ones do you have?
I only have one. This is his first. He's a good player, too. He had a 6-iron on number 3, 200 yards. So congratulations to Neil Meckling. We'll be right back.